Welcome back to the next part of your MISHA tutorial. In this tutorial, this is going to be an overview of the archive image processing software. If you don't currently have the software downloaded, the link to download this software will be in the description of this video. And we highly recommend that you follow along with this video as you are learning how to use the software. Don't worry, it is much easier than it seems. First, we are going to examine this column to the left here, the interface. The first thing we're going to look at is the drop-down menu here. Here you can select different data cubes to view or different images to view if you have different items open. I currently only have one thing in the processing software at the moment, which is this data cube here. So I only have one thing to select. The next thing that you are going to see is the band list here. And you can go through and select different bands that you want to view. So here I can view this band, click on another band, and we can display it right here. In grayscale mode, you can only have one band that you can view, which will appear in the red channel here. So as you can see, I can select more than one band. But when we go into RGB mode, we can select more than one band. When I click display/reset here, it will give me a false color image, and I can use these arrows here to cycle through different false color images. So I will go through this one more time. I will click on the RGB gray toggle here. I will select one band because we are in grayscale mode, so we can only use and select one band. So I selected 520, display, and we are displaying it. And then if we go back into RGB mode, we can select 3 bands and we can create a false color image, and we can select the arrows here to cycle through different false color images. Now we can also use the sliders here to manipulate our images in different ways. There is a hue slider, a saturation slider, a brightness slider, and a threshold slider. And these can help us see our image better. They can help us bring out different parts of the image that we want to see. This is something that you have to play around with your own data, because some things work better than others. That is the thing about image processing. There is no right or wrong way to do it because different methodologies will work differently on different data sets. Just playing around with this here. The next part that I want to go over is the display thumbnail. If you have a specific image that you like, you can keep it in the display thumbnail section here. So you can see when I click on display thumbnail, it will take this image that's here and bring it here. And then you can also undock this image too. So if you want to compare this image that you saved here with some processing that you did. So I will create a different false color image in RGB mode. You can undock this image and you can cross compare these two and see which one that you like best. The next thing that I want to go over is the file tab. This tab is similar to file tabs that you will see on other platforms. So you have an open button where you could open different images or data cubes. There is a build cube function here, which we will go over in another tutorial. We have a save option here. If you want to save a data cube, we recommend saving it always as an NV file, and then we recommend saving all of your images either as TIFFs, JPEGs, or PNGs. My apologies. We also have a close all button here. And then we also have an exit button. The next tab is the edit tab. This again helps you to manipulate the images in different ways. There is the enhance button here, which when we enhance an image, we can either choose one of two options, and it'll usually help us visualize the image a little bit better. We have the sharpen button, which will sharpen your image. Sometimes it might take a while. There it goes. You have the smooth / blur. There's rotate. And you can rotate it 90 degrees, 180 degrees, or mirror it. Oops. There is invert, which will invert your image. There is crop. And you can crop either the currently displayed image here, or you can crop your data cube. Preferably you want to crop the display image, so you can click on that. You can crop your image. Like so. And then there's also linear stretch. And you can enter in here a number between 1 and 20 to enter the % of your linear stretch. The third tab here is analysis. We will go over this more when we discuss how to build a cube. But here are the main different types of analysis that you can perform in the RCHIVE software. We have curtain view, blur and divide, principal component analysis, maximum noise fraction, and spectral angle mapper. Curtain view, which is the last option here, is a way to view images in side-by-side comparisons. This can be helpful to view the results of analysis functions next to the original image. The first option here is principal component analysis. This is a mathematical technique that attempts to concentrate the information contained within a data cube down to just a few important images called principal components. The PCA algorithm will create as many new images as was included in the initial data cube. However, the first few images contain most of the information. For example, the first principal component analysis of a created palimpsest data cube will often contain the overtext. Second, third, and fourth principal components may include different features such as undertext. If the first few principal components look grainy, consider applying a smoothing algorithm. Maximum noise fraction, the second option here, is a mathematical algorithm designed to concentrate the information contained within an entire data cube into a fewer images for easier identification of image features. Note that the MNF considers the noise of images when identifying important features, so it is not recommended to smooth the image before applying. Spectral angle mapper is an algorithm that attempts to identify pixels that are similar to those in an area you identify. First, you draw a region of interest, then this transformation creates a new image where the intensity of each spot is proportional to how similar it is to the colors in the area you highlighted. For example, if you select an area within a text of a certain pigment, SAM will identify other pixels of that text. This fourth option here, blur and divide, is an algorithm that highlights edges and boundaries between areas of different colors. This analysis can be useful to identify fine features such as text. And then this fourth tab here, called For the Brave, is just image math or band math that you can do here. It is not necessary for basic image processing, but if you would like to learn more about this For the Brave tab, we will have another video on this at a later date. And that is it. That is how you use the processing software. In the next video, we will go over how to build a data cube, and I will show all of these different types of analysis here so you can understand how they all work. So yeah, thank you for joining in.